All right, you guys, welcome back to another episode here on the iCraft server. And in today's episode, we are back at our base to do some work around here. So what I want to get done in this episode is install a sugarcane farm and create a storeroom / tavern. It's going to basically be like, you would think it'd be a tavern, but I'm going to use half of it as a storage room because I don't have an official storage room and I'm running out of boxes in my tower, and I don't want to create the tower and do it because that means I have to like climb up all the stairs and that'll take forever. So this is where the storeroom / tavern thing is going to be. It's pretty much going to be identical to the one I just built in the Christmas town, only bigger. I'm making it wider so there's more room, and I need to expand this. Right now this is a little too thin. I'm going to back this up a little bit, like widen it two more squares so that it's a little bit wider too and takes up more space. Then over here is going to be like a little stable area that I'll put in some carts. I'll put in some stables for horses and things like that over here. And this outline you see of the stone blocks is going to be another retaining wall similar to what we have over here for the farms, because I'm going to have a layer of just sugarcane growing here. So it's going to be actually this layer that I'm pointing at here. So I have to do quite a bit of terraforming to push it flat up against the wall and then take back the rest of it to make it a little steeper of an incline up to where this pathway is going to be. I want it to be lower than this pathway so that the pathway, when you walk across it, you can still see everything else over the sugarcane since it does grow up 3 blocks tall. So the first thing I need to do is fix this. Hold up. I'm going to need to get more grass, aren't I? Let's go ahead and widen this real quick. I don't have any wood on me. Let me grab some. Here we go. Okay, so we want to go out one more from all of it, just so that I have a little bit wider of a walkway to go through. And I did widen this from the original design, and instead of doing concrete, terracotta? Yeah, it was terracotta. Instead of using white terracotta that's kind of pink, we're going to go with the birch and birch logs. So I think it'll be a nice little mix. I was thinking of doing sandstone and birch like I did with the barn, but I actually like the birch logs texture better, and it blends much better in regards to like the color, because of course it's birch, so it makes sense that way. Let's just get rid of that. There we go. And then get rid of these extra blocks. So hopefully it'll be wider. It'll act as a nice little like, this one, like starting point for everyone who comes to my base. And let's make sure this is centered. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Okay, cool. So this will be perfect. But yeah, this will be the last thing to do, if not in the next episode, because I really need to get to work on this retaining wall. It's going to go from here all the way across it down to there and meet up where the road is on that lower level. So I do need to get a lot of terraforming done. So I'm going to start working on that, and I'll be with you guys after a little bit, maybe when I run out of dirt, because I don't think I'm going to have enough dirt to do all this, honestly. All right, so it's been some time, and I've finally gotten all this terraforming done, in case you can't tell with how nicely it's all layered out. So this whole section is going to be turned into a, let's see if I can land on this tree. I can, look at that. Into a, let's jump here. Oh my gosh, sugarcane farm. So I need to get a bunch of water and sugarcane. And I'm just going to water, sugarcane, and sand. And I have to fill it in with rows completely, as much as I can. That's going to be a little difficult to do. And of course the wall is going to have to go up right along this edge that you can see here. But before I do that, my shovel, I think I accidentally switched it with Serpent. And one of the last episodes we killed each other, or I killed him and then I died because of brick. But I think we switched shovels because I'm pretty sure my shovel had Unbreaking 3 and this one doesn't. So I'm not going to go try to find him and get it back, but I'm going to go get Unbreaking 3 from my store and then hopefully repair it up enough that I can put Unbreaking 3 on it, because I can't handle it. Like, I did this whole stone area was covered in grass, and I dug it all up, and as soon as I dug it all up, like, my shovel went from halfway on its little life bar, I don't know what to call that, halfway down to where it's at now, just by doing this little patch here, and it's just ridiculous. So that's going to be my next mission, and then I'll be back, and hopefully, I don't think I have that much sand. I don't think I have that much of anything, so I'm going to have to go repair the shovel, go get some sand, and then come back and fill it all in, as well as build the retaining wall around it. So it's going to be a bit of stuff to do. It's getting dark, isn't it? It's getting dark. I should sleep. Well, if I sleep and then I go repair it and then I'm just trying to think, because when I go through the portal, it's going to pop me up through and back here onto my bed. So maybe I won't sleep and I'll just head straight to my bookstore real quick and then sleep in the desert and then go repair it. I don't know, something. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. But I'll be back with you guys hopefully after I've, hello Mr. Pigman, collected everything I need. You gonna hit me? No? I'm gonna hit you. Too bad. Ow! You hurt. 3 hearts. You hurt a lot. My goodness. Okay. Okay, let me go do this stuff. Let me go take care of everything and get a better shovel going on here. Alright, so it's been a little bit of time, and I am now just about ready to start building the retaining wall that this goes on, but I'm trying to get all the... I need this. I'm about to be out of food. This is what I want. Here we go. I think that should be good. So in case you can't see, actually let me grab some rockets and we can take a look better at everything that I've done with the sand. I've used almost all of it and I had almost a full chest worth of sand. This is all I got left. So definitely took a lot to do it. Let's see if I can fly. Here we go. Fly, fly, fly. So this is going to be all the sugarcane, and then I'm marking out another house, kind of. It's just going to be like a little thing, a little small thing here for storing sugarcane, and then all the sugarcane is going to be right along all these rows here, which is, it's going to be a lot. So I need to get the retaining wall up first because I did not do edges, like corners on these here, so the water is going to have to be held up by the retaining wall on these blocks here. So I need to put the wall in first before I can put the water in, and then before I can put the actual sugarcane in. So I'm going to start getting to work on this wall, and then I'll be back with you guys hopefully. Oh, there's a piece of dirt there. Hopefully after I have all the water in and I find all my sugarcane, because I don't remember how much sugarcane I have left, honestly. I might not have that much. So this might be a long-term project trying to get it to grow. But I'm going to go ahead and sleep and get to work on that, and then I'll be back with you guys in just a second. Alright, so I think I'm happy with this retaining wall now. I really need to do this windmill before I forget. Maybe another time. So yeah, I'm really happy with how this turned out. It sculpted out the little hill that we got going on here really nicely. Let's see if I can land on top of this barn. I think that'll be fine. There we go. Perfect. But yeah, I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. That looks perfect, like a little farming area. Oh, so nice. So nice. But now I need to get the water, and I need to fill it in quickly. No, not quickly. I just need to fill it in and start getting all my sugarcane planted so I can keep my rockets going. So let me go do that and start filling this in. I only have about 15 buckets, so this might take me a while. And then I think after that, I'm going to... I don't know. I've been recording for a while now, doing a lot of stuff off camera, and there's really not much progress aside from building this wall. I think I'm going to go ahead and fill it up and put the sugarcane down, and then maybe do a few little things for the stables rather than getting started on doing another building, just because I'm not sure if I have enough time to do another building, if that makes sense. Maybe. We'll see. I got to think about it. Let me go get some water. Let me start planting the sugarcane, and I'll be back with you guys once I kind of figure out what I'm doing. Alright, so I finally finished planting all of my sugarcane, and I had a lot more than I thought I had to start off, but it still wasn't quite enough to finish off this entire plantation. We're very, very close, though, about 2/3 of the way done, so I'm proud about that. So, but I still got to kind of farm it to get it all the way across, and then, of course, start collecting it when I want to make my own gunpowder and things like that. As for what else I want to do in this episode, I'm not entirely sure. I still didn't think about it. Honestly, building the stables around here would probably be the best idea, so I'm going to go ahead and work on that. And I just want to do a really simple design similar to what I did next to the inn near the tavern, next to the inn in town. That's what I'm trying to say, next to the inn in town. I want to do something very similar to that. Let's do this. I think I did everything with fence posts. I should have, if I remember right. But I only want this one to be like 3 or 4 stalls, just because it's such a small area and it's going to go right here. And then I'll do some extra carts and wagons and decorations, maybe another tree right here as well. Oh, and I need to do lighting, but that can be off camera. But yeah, so let's go ahead and build up this little thing that I want to do. I think I'll just quickly do it because you guys have seen me build it before. And for the carts, what I'm thinking is this. I'm going to do these little wagons that I have here. I only have a few extras just hanging out over here. That makes sense. Kind of like they parked it and then they went to the tavern after they left their horses in the stable kind of thing. Kind of deal. So I'm going to do that and then I'll be back with you guys again. Oh no, that was terrible. Did you see how much that lagged? I just threw on shaders and it's taken a second to load everything, obviously. Come on. Stop the lag. Let me fly. Thank you very much. So now I finished the stables. And I think they turned out pretty cute. That looks pretty good to me. I forgot. Oh, I think it was F2 that takes a screenshot. I honestly forgot what button to press for that. But I'm really proud with how much work we got done. It was a lot more focused on landscaping and everything. But now that we have the final lay of the land and the actual buildings landscaped out, there's not much that I can, like, avoid doing. Because I now have, like, things planned that I should do before the end of the season. So I definitely have things to get done. But I'm definitely, guys. Let's just say definitely. There's a cow right there. Definitely. I am really enjoying this space. It's coming together quite nicely, and I think this is a perfect little addition. I would have continued this pattern everywhere that I have in here on the pathways, but I ran out of coarse dirt, so I need to go get gravel, and I need to get dirt, and I need to make a bunch of it. Yeah, and I need to do the same thing pretty much for the brown concrete powder, but I need more cocoa beans, I think. Yeah, cocoa beans is what turns it brown. I used a bunch of them to turn my sheep into a different color, which I forgot to show you guys this. The sheep, I turned them into natural colors. So we have gray, black, light gray, dark gray, brown, and white sheep. So they're all pretty natural looking, which is what I like compared to all the colors that we had last time. And I've been breeding them up like crazy whenever I had a moment, in case you can't tell with how big their numbers are. So I'll never run out of carpets, but I do need to start planting actual cocoa beans so I have more brown dyes. That will be another situation. I might just hide that somewhere in like my tower or something. Because I could do like what I did in my single player and do a plantation for it, but there's really no space for it anywhere. So yeah, I mean, I could have put it where this is, but I don't want to. I'd rather have sugarcane for my rockets. So yeah, it is what it is. I'll probably do that off camera and just leave it growing in my tower whenever I can. But that's going to do it for this episode today, you guys. There wasn't a lot of me talking, I know, but there was a lot of stuff getting done. And I think that's how the next few episodes are going to be, because I just need to get stuff done. I want to get this base as finished as much as possible before the end of the season. I don't want to leave it half finished. And for me, finishing it means adding the second tower up there, means building this tavern thing here, building that extra building on top of the hill we laid out, building the windmill, although I'm going to do the windmill without the blades because I don't want to actually have to work with the blades. That'll be a little annoying. And then maybe some small, this is a maybe. Of course, finish the pathways. And I was thinking of doing smaller houses inside the mountain and, of course, taking down the scaffolding that I have here because the keep that I had planned and designed for this, I'm not going to build. I just don't have time to build it before the season ends, which is fine. And I think it'll help be a good idea to kickstart my base next season. So that's a different story. But I was thinking about doing like some tiny little houses or somewhat decent houses inside the mountain where this giant keep gatehouse opens into, because the whole point of this wall is that the people will actually hide behind it, and then out here this is where they do all their farming and everything type of area. So they all live in the keep underneath the mountain, so the mountain acts as their back wall and this front wall is their main defense that they use for whenever they get raided by the main tower over there that Rose was building. So I'm gonna I don't know if those houses will get done, but that's the idea of it. So I really, it's not a high on my list to build houses in there just because it's a little intimidating to go under that mountain. Even though I've lit it up, it's still really scary. But that's the plan. for out here, and that's as much as I want to get done. So without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the episode, subscribe if you're new, comment if you have anything you'd like to comment or you'd like to see me do before the end of the season. And as always, I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye guys!